Okay, now this video has got to go out to Chucky 2009, my Allis Chalmers buddy. If you guys haven't seen his channel, you got to go check it out. Now Chuck had made mention that he was trying to get his WC running. And I happen to have a W Series Patrol road grader. Not sure what year it is, but Chuck has helped me identify what motor it would have and what tractor it may be. All we know is that it's probably, or I won't even say probably, it's most likely a W Series Allis Chalmers. Runs a 201 4-cylinder. But the problem is it is seized up. Blew a head gasket quite some time ago and it sat and then it got seized up. But what we're going to do here is just kind of get an early start on a project that I won't be able to get to for a couple weeks, which works out all right for the method that I'm going to use to try and unseize it. So the first thing we got to do is we got to get these spark plugs out. Every one of them. So I'm going to get that done and then we'll get on with this show. So got the spark plugs all out, and now what we're going to do is we're going to dump a little bit of WD-40 down each hole. I got my funnel that I use for filling transmissions, long stem with a skinny little end there. We're going to use that. So I got to find a decent place to set the camera here, possibly on the crushed Escort here. Now we get WD-40 in large cans, and then we just get a spray bottle, and that's how we use our WD-40. So we're just going to take a little bit of WD-40 and we're going to pour it down each hole. Just a glug is all it takes, just enough to sit on top of the pistons. Work its way down. Well, looks like we got some junk in this hole, keeping us from getting anything down in there. Well, try again. There we go. Some in there. And then in the last hole. There we go. So we got our WD-40 in there. Now we get to play the waiting game. And the reason I'm doing this right now is because it'll probably be a week or two before I get to this. Now what we're going to do is just put the plugs back in each hole. And then from there, once we got each of these plugs back in, then we're just going to let it sit. And what the WD-40 will do is it'll work its way down in around the rings, and wherever it's seized up at, it'll penetrate that rust and hopefully break it free. So I'll come out here about every 2 days or so, now that I got this WD-40 in, and I'll just try and work the crank. You know, I got a crank that goes on here, and I'll just work that crank a little bit each day. Just kind of give it a good tug. If it doesn't work after the first week, I'll go back in with another round of WD-40. And I will do the same thing for another week. Now, if it doesn't work after that second week, what I will do is I got to hook the tractor hoses up to these hoses, and I will lift the blade up, and then we'll have to do it manually. What we'll do then is we'll just put it in gear, get it rolling, and just kind of ease off the clutch, and we'll try and work it. But we'll keep you guys informed on that, so if I have to go that route, you will definitely be the first to see if you watch my videos. So, we're going to get all these spark plugs in there. Now the reason this comes up is because Chuck has a WC Allis Chalmers. And he made a mention to me the other day about who could get theirs running first. And to me, that sounds like a challenge, by God. And the way things are going here lately, I'd probably put my money on Chuck getting his done first. But I guess we shall see. If I get enough projects cleaned up out of the shop, so I can get in there with this, then I could probably have this running in 2-3 days or so. Just need to get a head gasket and replace the head gasket, check the head for cracks, and make sure that none of the cylinders are scored up from being seized. So, that's that. I'm going to put these wires back on to make sure that we don't forget where they go, since I do not have a book for this and it's all kind of off whatever experience I've got. But now we just play the waiting game. Oh joy. So there we go, Chuck. I'm started. Let's see what you can get done on yours.